Hello, everyone. Before we dive into today's podcast, I just want to share a little behind the scenes info. For this episode, I provide my guests with some preparation materials, a small script actually. This script serves as a guide to help them to stay on track, manage their time, and organize their thoughts during the podcast, the conversation. It's nothing too rigid. I just want to make sure everything flows while covering all the key points we want to share with you. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Industrial Insights. I'm your host, Justin, and today we're diving deep into what it's like to study industrial engineering. Now, this isn't just an episode, we have two special guests joining me. First, let me introduce Andrea, who is in the same semester as me, the seventh semester. We have worked together on several projects, and she always brings amazing insights to the table. We also have Isaac, who is brand new to the industrial engineering program. He's here to share his first impressions and some of the challenges of starting this exciting journey. We'll be talking about why we choose this field, the projects we have worked on, the challenges we faced, and what we see for the future of industrial engineering. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's get started. Let's start with why we choose industrial engineering. Andrea, you have been in the journey for a while. What inspired you to choose this career? Thanks, Justin. For me, it was about wanting to make difference in how things worked. I love analyzing processes and finding ways to improve them. I always thought industrial engineering is an amazing combination of creativity, problem solving, and practicality. That's a great way to put it for me, I was drawn to versatility of the field. Industrial engineering isn't just a one thing, it's a mix of manufacturing, logistic, optimization, and even sustainability. It feels like there's always something new to learn or innovate. Isaac, you're starting out. What made you decide to study this career? Well, to be honest, I didn't know much about industrial engineering at first. But when I started searching careers, I realized I wanted something that involved working with systems and improving efficiency. Plus, I always liked problem solving, so it seemed like a good fit. It sounds like you are on a great start. Trust me, you will only grow more passionate about it was. Now, let's move on to some more experiences in the program. Andrea, what's a project moment that stands to you? Oh, there's so many, but one of my favorite was a logistics simulation project we did last semester. It was about optimizing delivery routes for a company. It was challenging because we had to work with real world data, but it was so rewarding when we saw how much time we could save with our solution. That sounds like an incredible project. For me, I would say one of the most memorable experiences was when I worked on designing mechanical lifting system in SolidWorks. It was my first big design project, and while it took a lot of trial and error, seeing it come together was worth late night. What about you, Isaac? How you knew? You had experiences that made you feel like you were on the right path? Actually, yes. I recently joined a team working on a process simulation project. I didn't know much going in, but my teammates were really passionate and explained everything. It felt great to contribute, even in with a small way. Awesome. Teamwork and learning from others are huge parts of industrial engineering. And trust me, those small contributions add up. Of course, every journey had its challenges. Andrea, what's been the toughest part for you so far? I will say balancing everything. Between classes, projects, and internships. It can be fully overwhelming. There are times when I have to pull out nights to meet deadlines. But over time, I learned how to prioritize and manage my time better. I completely agree. Time management is a skill you really have to master in this field. For me, the hardest part was learning to use new tools like SolidWorks and simulation software. It was frustrating at first, but practice and YouTube tutorials help a lot. Isaac, how do you face my challenge as a new student? Yes, definitely. At first, it was hard to keep up with all technical terms and concepts, but the professors and my classmates, have been really helpful. It's still a lot to take in, but I'm getting there. That's great to hear. Challenges are just opportunity in disguise. Keep pushing through. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the future. What do you both see as the biggest strengths of innovation of industrial engineering? I think automation and sustainability are going to be huge. The challenge will be finding ways to integrate smart technologies while also minimizing environmental impact. It's exciting to think we can make industries more efficient and eco-friendly. I agree. I am especially interested in how data analysis and AI are becoming a big part of this field. It's amazing to see how technology can help us to make better decisions. Absolutely. The field is always evolving, and I think that's what makes it so exciting. There's always something new to learn and innovate. Well, that's all the time we have today. A big thank you to Andrea and Isaac for joining me and sharing their thoughts and experiences. For our listeners, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Industrial Insights, where you are an industrial engineering student, a professional, or just curious about this field. We hope you learned something new today. Don't forget to subscribe and tune in next time, where we'll explore even more topics in the world of industrial engineering. Until then, take care and keep improving. As I reflect on creating this podcast, I realize how much I have learned, and not just about the technical side of things, but also about teamwork, problem solving, and adapting to unexpected challenges. Originally, this podcast was supposed to feature two guests, but life had other plans. One of my classmates got sick, and I had to ask another person to join at the last minute. Unfortunately, we couldn't coordinate schedules, so I decided to continue on my own, the final part. I also had to switch the recording location. It was supposed to be in a quiet classroom, but I ended up recording at home. This taught me to adapt and find creative solutions. This podcast was a challenge, but it was also an incredible experience. I hope it inspires others to push through challenges. For those of you pursuing engineering or any field, really, here's what I have learned. First, be adaptable. Things won't always go as planned, and that's okay. Learning to adjust quickly is a skill you will use for life. The second one is time management is everything. Balancing projects, classes, and personal life can be tough, but setting priorities make all the difference. And the final one is don't be afraid to ask for help. Whether it's a professor, a classmate, or even online resources, seeking support is a part of the journey. So keep learning and never stop growing. Thank you for being part of this journey.
Thanks for watching.